Coming off the back of winning the Drivers' Championship in the U.S. Grand Prix and winning the U.S. Grand Prix itself, we head into the final two races of the season as both drivers and constructors champions alongside Nyck DeVries. What's up, guys? My name is Christopher, and welcome back to the F1 2020 My Team mode. Today we're going on to the Mexican Grand Prix, and like I said in the beginning, we are coming off the back of winning the Drivers' Championship in our home race of the U.S. Grand Prix by also winning the U.S. Grand Prix as well. Nyck tried to catch us within the closing stages, but ended up coming up short and finishing second. I think the biggest difference for us in winning this championship was the fact that Nyck had two DNFs, one early in the season in Bahrain and another in Austria, the 7th place in Belgium, and I guess you could say that third in Singapore. Those 4 races kind of hindered Nyck's ability to fight us for the championship of the season, but all in all, if we subtract those 4 times that he DNF'd or had a bad finish or didn't have that great of a finish, then he was basically our only championship title contender next to the Mercedes duo of Hamilton and Bottas. Now that we're going into the final 2 races of the season, we don't got to worry about anything. We don't got to fight hard for anything. All we can do is just let our teammate do what we probably would do, or what I probably could do at the moment, which is just win both Mexico and Brazil downright, and end the season then end this career mode then and there. But we're not fully done yet. We got to get through Mexico, and we got to get through Brazil. But first, before we get to Brazil, we got to get through Mexico. Take a look at the R&D before we get into anything else. Obviously, I got these 2 components fitted in for next season. Even though I'm not doing another season of this, but I got them in just because. And yeah, so everything going into season 2 is going to completely change, no matter what. So that's what it was looking like in the R&D. Nothing else really is going on here in this R&D bit. So nothing to worry about there. Think anything here in the facilities bit, but we are running a we're running a livery from season 1, and it's actually the second livery that we ran, and it is the Shards livery. Now, y'all may be asking yourself, Chris, this looks fairly similar to the car that you ran for basically the majority of season 2. Now, whilst that is correct, I have some explaining to do. I was going to probably save this for Brazil, but I may as well say it now, just so I can get it done and out of the way before we do anything else. Yes, this car may look very similar to the Season 2 car, but the one thing I want to say is the reason why it looks so similar is because there was a part of the car that you clearly don't see because I've painted over it, I guess, or changed the color for it. But there's supposed to be these white lines around the car. It's only on the blue bit of it, nowhere else, just on the blue. The reason why it's like that, and there's no white or anything like that, is because I think after, I can't remember if it was after Monaco or after Canada, or not Monaco or Canada, I think it was probably after Canada, I believe, where I changed the scheme to, no, it wasn't that far. I can't actually remember. It definitely wasn't that far into the season before I changed this car from having the white lines to just being this plain base color, I guess we'll say. Now, the reason why this is because originally the game would constantly have so many goddamn problems because the game couldn't actually handle all the paint that was going on, all the colors that the car had on it at the time, which was just black, red, and blue, and which was black, red, and blue, and white for Season 1. It took many, many tries to get the game to work and for me to actually do career mode, to do My Team episodes, because the white line kept crashing the game because the game tried to load that in along with other assets in this My Team mode, and because they kept trying to do that, it kept crashing my game as I would go into the race weekend, and it would back me out. That's why I took a break after the Dutch Grand Prix, because it was so painful to go through the whole thing and just have the game crash constantly just one time, and then a couple minutes later, it'd do it again when I try to go back into the same race. It got to a point where I needed to take a break, and that's when I took the break I did, for that, which was the pretty decently long break from the Dutch Grand Prix to the Spanish Grand Prix in Season 1. I changed it, and this is the second version of the base car of Season number 1. Now, we didn't run this all the way through. I did, however, use this car at the end of Season 1. People are probably going to get confused at that as well as to why I didn't run this scheme for the first bit of the Season 1, for the first bit of the Season 1 throwback liveries. That's because this was the second version. And I ran this second. Not last, I ran this second, and then the Mountain Dew one, and then I ran the second livery that was supposed to be for Season 2. So now that's all out of the way, let's advance through time, get to simulate our training for Nyck, and then we'll go into the Mexican Grand Prix. Nyck's probably going to be fast as shit this week, but I don't care. If he wins, he wins. So, I've won this track every single time we went here. I don't think I'm going to do it again. Again, mainly because I just want to take a break. I want to relax, I want to chill out. I don't want to go, and I want to push my car to the limits. I want to savor my car for Brazil. So, I'm hopping on the race weekend, do practice into qualifying, and I'll meet all of you guys in the race, and we'll see how the Mexican Grand Prix goes.
Here we go then, it's time to race in Mexico City, a place which gave Honda their first ever victory back in 1965. American Richie Ginther won from third on the grid. And what are the Honda-powered cars this year? Well, Red Bull have been going strong here in recent seasons, so can they keep that record going today? We're a long way above sea level here in Mexico today, which could pose some cooling issues for the cars as they make their way around this 2.6-mile lap. 17 corners with top speeds in excess of 220 miles per hour, and watch out for potential overtaking into turns 1 and 4. Anthony Davidson is alongside me as usual for the race today. Let's talk about Smith. What a season they've had. A well-deserved championship victory, and the pressure now surely off with the title already in the bag.
It really is well-deserved. I wouldn't say it's been a faultless title challenge, but certainly one that has been consistent and well-managed. Here's hoping they let off a bit of steam today and give us an exciting race.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Nyck de Vries lines up on pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Smith, Norris, Charles Leclerc and Perez, Verstappen, Bottas, Russell and Lance Stroll, Vettel, Sainz, Pierre Gasly, they've taken a grid penalty, and Magnussen, Ocon, Latifi, Antonio Giovinazzi, and Guan Yu Zhou. Schumacher, Ricciardo, Kvyat, and Alexander Albon picks up the last spot on the grid. Now, it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Well, Nyck starts on pole. Surprise, surprise. And Lewis Hamilton, P2. Unfortunately, not a front row lockoff PepsiCo Racing. We could have had it in Austin if, again, Nyck didn't have that penalty, but he did. So, we go into this race as a defending champion, or the current champion, or the new champion in Formula 1, having won the title by 2 races, so that's cool. But that doesn't mean the season is over quite yet. We got 2 races remaining, starting here in Mexico. So, I think I'm just going to chill out and not really push as hard, and if I have to fight people, I got to fight people. If I don't got to, I don't got to. So, it still should be good, but take a look at the race strategy here today. For whatever reason, the field is just maxed out, which is not cool. But it wants me to do this alternate one, which I'm not going to do. I'm just going to do this one, and ooh, okay, that ain't good at all. So yeah, it's really strange if you ask me. Okay, now it's not maxed out. Okay, cool. So, what? I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. The damn thing is bugged for whatever reason. Okay. I don't know how much fuel I have. I have 3 fucking gallons of fuel. Let's take some out.
The lowest I can go is 49.6, but even then, I can't even go that low. What the fuck? This is so fucking weird, dude. Okay, well, we got this strategy. It's a soft, medium strategy. That's what it is. Nothing crazy, nothing big. But, I swear, the past 2 times I've gone to Mexico, or this time and last time I went to Mexico, I have broken the game just going here so many goddamn times that I don't even think the game understands how in the blue hell I'm breaking it. So, yeah, without further ado, let's hop into this race. And let's see how we do. If we are going to win this thing just by chilling out, or I don't know. Let's see how we do. So in this race, I'm not going to do any like crazy things I normally do here in Mexico. Like through the S's, like barely make it through there. Barely make it through the S's and avoid a penalty. I don't think I'm going to do that. Just because there's no need for me to do it. And I still find time without doing it too, so it's just kind of like, well, that just tells me I don't have to do it half the time, but in Seasons 1 and 2, I definitely did do it just so I can guarantee myself the win. Yeah, through here, I normally, like, skip all of that. And then just want to completely fuck up every time.
Radar is clear, weather is looking good for now.
But I'm not gonna do it this race. I'm gonna chill out and see if Nyck can win it. Okay, pretty decent start, okay. Got out ahead of Hamilton. And now just right behind Nyck. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to defend for Nyck and try to give him this win. Be a teammate.
Keep pushing. Let's capitalize on that first lap.
Whew. The car stepped out coming out of the stadium section. Whew. That boy the sweat. Almost lost it. Alright, 1-2 with Nyck, and then we got the Mercedes duo behind us. Basically, the 2 teams that have dominated this entire season. PepsiCo Racing 1 and 2, and Mercedes 3 and 4. The Constructors Champions in front, and the runner-ups, Mercedes, behind. Sounds about right, don't you think? Oh my god.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
Take that, Nyck. Look at that. We've already gone to 3 seconds ahead of Hamilton and Bottas. Jesus Christ. This is teamwork at its finest here. I'm gonna stick with my teammate for as long as I can. Does that mean I'm like gonna gain anything out of it? Probably not. Who knows though.
The energy store is getting worn, reducing our overall capacity. The more charge you hold, the faster that capacity will drop.
Yeah, this is like the first time I've ever had like major energy store problems. It goes down quicker, but I'll definitely change it in for Brazil, where we get like fresh components, sort of fresh components. I don't know why right there in the middle of that damn corner I get loose. Like coming out of the stadium section, I get loose through there. I don't know why. Oh my god, okay. I completely missed my braking zone right there. Whew, that was scary. Sorry to everyone down in the garage that thought I was gonna slam right into Nyck there. Whew.
Yellow flag.
You have got
to be
We're approaching the pit
fucking
window.
kidding
You'll be on the
me.
softs. Okay, clear.
You gotta be joking. I can never stay behind Nyck and try to get a 1-2. I can never do it. And even when I want to, like, actually, like, race him, he's completely fine. Like, dude. Oh, my lord. That's, like, the third time I think that he's DNF'd as I've been trying to stay behind him and just get a 1-2. Jesus Christ, man.
Push now. We're boxing
Alright.
this lap.
We're pitting this time. Like, dude. I can never get a 1-2 finish with Nyck while I'm behind him. I feel like I always have to be in front of him in order to actually be able to get the 1-2. Nyck can never win when I want a 1-2. When I actually want a 1-2 finish. With him winning and me finishing second. Instead of it just happening. Like, what the hell, man? Here we go. Oops, a little wide, but that's okay. Oops. Perfect. Accidentally hit the, bollard, I think that's what it's called in Formula 1 terms. In America, we call it a fucking cone.
Exit now.
Well, that's one pit stop down.
Okay, you only have to stop once now. One stop left.
Let's just continue on until we got a pit again. Which I don't think is going to be that long, I would say. So Hamilton, I think, is in. Or not. No, he's not. Okay. I thought Hamilton came in, but I guess not. Huh. He really is stretching them softs. I see him up the road. He ain't that far away.
Okay, the gap behind is 7.6 seconds.
So there goes Hamilton. And we put a new fast lap of the race in, a 1:14 flat. And Hamilton's going on the hards, and I think all the way to the end, too. So that's actually kind of interesting. Unless he's doing a soft, hard, soft. Maybe that's what he's doing, I don't know.
The gap between you and the car behind is increasing by a significant amount each lap. Good job.
Well, I mean, thanks. I appreciate it. And the 113s now. Funny thing is like, I'm not even pushing. I know I'm in Rich Mix and Overtake, but even when I'm not in Rich Mix or Overtake, I'm still, like, getting faster and faster without them active. And by the way, Science and Stroll pitted. But, like, I'm not even pushing that hard like I normally would. Like, this is me just racing normally. Like, I'm not pushing hard or anything, I'm just racing normally. Also trying to use some of this energy, not to make myself faster, but just so the energy store can actually last the whole race. Because what's it at now? 56? No, 57 I saw. Oh, God. Hold on. There we go. I got it. So it's at 57, energy store is at. And I think the cell energy, I think that's what that is called, is at 56. So again, I'm not pushing that hard, but I'm also trying to use some of this energy not to feed it into the ICE, but to make sure that I can actually last the full distance. Also, Guan Yu Zhou is 5th. What? I know he's on a set of softs and he hasn't pitted yet, I don't think, but really? Okay.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
Dude, I've been so laser focused on making it through these corners that I completely forgot what lap I was on. There's times where like I'm not even paying attention to what lap I'm on because I'm just going around the racetrack looking at like, what gear I need to go down to, looking at the braking point, braking zone, and just kind of eyeballing it, I guess you could say, from there. But also, like, I kind of blur everything out. Kind of like how my buddy does it too. Whenever he's playing like a shooter or whatnot, like the corners of his screen, to like the side of his screen, is like it's just a blur for him. And oh, hold on. And he's just laser focused, like what's going on in the center, like in the middle. And that's what I'm doing right now. That's probably the most focused I think I've ever been, ever. So that should tell you something right there. So we were gonna pit next lap. We're catching up to some lap guys, Schumacher and Latifi. See if we can get around them pretty easily. Thank you, Schumacher. What in the blue hell is Latifi doing? I just got slammed into by fucking Schumacher. What is happening? I have no clue what Latifi was doing, but that was stupid on his end. The racetrack's over here, buddy. Not all the way out there, man.
Box. We're coming in this lap.
Alright, coming in this time. Going on the mediums. All the way to the end. We'll have, I think, what, 15 to go when we come out? So we'll be okay. Well, I caught up to some more slow traffic, but I'm pitting this time, so it don't really matter. Hey, I didn't hit the pylon that time. Nice. Or the bollard or whatever. Well, we'll see how this goes.
Release.
Alright, another quick stop. Okay. So Hamilton is...
Look after these tires now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
I don't think Bottas pitted that time. But if he did, Hamilton... Whenever Bottas does pit, will be second, and he'll probably finish second, too. Kind of like Norris just went on pit row right then and there. Because he needed to, but still. Some guys have actually, a lot of guys have actually pitted, to be honest.
Let's use that overtake button more.
Fucking Charles and Norris and Sergio and probably a boatload others. But now Vettel's in P4. Cool. I think Bottas could have pit this time. Yep, he did. And I'm pretty sure Vettel was going to pit too. Up there went Vettel, and yeah, look at that. Got the 2 Mercedes and then 2 McLarens. Nice. Oh, and Alfa Romeo came out of the pit. Excuse me, I think that's Gio. Yep, it's Gio. Man, I swear, Gio needs a better seat than at Alfa Romeo. He needs a better team, that's what it is. I really hope that Gio does get that opportunity to race for a better team. Because with him sticking with Alfa Romeo, it's just not worth it. I'm pretty sure he loves being around Kimi, but, I mean, come on, man. Okay, number one, that's stupid, and number two, I feel like any other seat is better than the Alfa Romeo one. Just saying. Well, I got back up to Schumacher and Latifi again, and Schumacher made my day easier. Or job easier, excuse me. Now it's just Latifi's turn, and then I am kind of home free. He is slowing down way too much. Thank you. Just about gave me a heart attack with how much he slowed down. And now we go on to the next Haas, which is Magnussen. Yeah. Well, it didn't take long. We're up to Magnussen. Not close enough, though, to lap him. There he goes. He knew that if he didn't let me go, it was going to be a big risk to get a penalty. Or it was going to be it was going to be it was not going to be that likely that he was, not going to get a time penalty from that. So moved out the way and made my day easier. Alright, so I've caught this group, which is Russell, Ricciardo, Ocon, and a few others. Holy shit. Zhao's up there, Verstappen's ahead of him, and then a Ferrari and AlphaTauri just a ways up. Surprised that Russell is not slowing down for me. Huh. Oh my lord. Okay, number one, that was stupid. And number two, why didn't Russell just let off to let me go by? Thank you, Ricciardo. I appreciate it. Good sir. Now on to Ocon. That's not Verstappen, that's Albon. He's 13th. Okay. What the fuck? Why did Ocon do that? That was not my fault. Ocon literally slowed down right before the fucking S's section and got me and I had to get into the back of him. There was no other place to go. Now I'm behind Zhao. See how he does. Thankfully I don't have damage to my front wing from that, but what the hell? Okay. Right around Zhao. Here's Albon. Then Kvyat, and then the Ferrari up there, which I don't know who it is. We'll find out here shortly. It is Vettel. Of course it's Vettel. Why did I think it was Charles? Oh my god, Kvyat, don't do that. Like, they slow down in the most strangest fucking places, I swear. There we go. See, when I'm not, like, up close behind them, then it makes sense for them to do that when they're a little bit further ahead. But as I'm right behind, but as I'm literally, like, on their back bumper, it's stupid. Oh. Alright, so I'm caught up to Gasly and Stroll. I don't know if I'll be able to get around them. I mean, I kind of have to with where I'm at right now. And the fact I got DRS,
There's 3
so...
laps of fuel remaining.
But... Oh, shit. Went down one too many gears.
Green flag.
Something's happened. 2 to go.
Some information on Vettel. It looks like the problem is terminal. They're retiring the car.
Surprise or fucking prize. Sebastian Vettel DNFs. I know it's not the last race this season, but he couldn't wait until probably Brazil in order to DNF. This is such a shit season for Vettel. Oh my lord. There you go. There you go, Gasly. Perfect. Now we've lapped up to 9th place. Noise.
Caution, caution.
Everyone wave goodbye to Vettel. Bye, Vettel. Last lap.
This is your final lap of the race.
Well, would have been nice to have a 1-2 with Nyck, but obviously that ain't gonna happen. Unfortunately. He literally blew up in front of me and there's nothing I can do about it. Now I just gotta hope for Brazil, at least he can somehow, in some way, go the entire way and still probably win or finish second, I don't know. It was nice to just, you know, chill out this race and not push for anything, so that's fine with me, but I was fine with that. Oh boy. Whew. I know I'm catching Perez, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get around him, is the thing. Third straight time in a row in this career mode I've seen the Mexican flag colors, which is nice to see. Around the final corner. That's another win, baby. Another Mexico win. Woo!
That's a race win and your second race win in a row. Fantastic job.
Thank you. That's 3 Mexico victories straight. Hell yeah.
And so the celebrations begin, and well-earned they are indeed. It may have looked simple at times, but as any racing driver will tell you, competing at this
At least you guys get to see it in full this
level
time.
is anything but simple. There's no catching them now then. We have a new World Drivers' Champion.
At least you guys got to
That's
see
a
that in full.
spectacular
I'll take
victory
it.
then, and with it, the championship is secure. It's been a magnificent season, and they thoroughly deserve the cheers of the crowd here today. Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win?
Well, this was a real team victory. They put together a solid strategy today that appeared well suited to the conditions out on track. The driver did everything that was expected of them in the moment to really execute the team's plan to perfection, a shining example of how F1 really is a team sport.
Here comes your top 3 making their way down to the podium for what can only be described as a fantastic day for Formula One.
Well, it's nice to, I guess, have another PepsiCo and double Mercedes podium. Hamilton P2 and Bottas P3. Nice, nice. I'll take it. Alright, so that's another win in the bag. I think we've almost got, what, 10 wins this season? So that's pretty cool as we head into Brazil, and maybe we'll get 10, who knows, but strong performance today, max points day. Hamilton P3, Hamilton P2, Bottas P3. Then you got the McLarens 4th and 5th, Charles P6, Max P7. Perez was P8. I couldn't actually pass him before the start-finish lines, but still P8 for him. The Reynolds didn't do so well. Guan Yu Zhou 14th, and George Russell 15th. And we've had 2 DNFs. We have Nyck de Vries that DNF'd on lap 8, and Sebastian Vettel who DNF'd 4 laps until the end of the race, or 3 laps till the end of the race. So, or not 3 laps. Was it? It was 2. It was a lap before the. No, it was 3. I don't even know. It was either 2 or 3 laps before the end of the race. It definitely wasn't 1 lap before the end of it, but unfortunate for Vettel, just not a great season. And yeah, so I guess we'll check the standings. I haven't done this in forever. So it seems like Nyck has secured second place because Hamilton is 32 points back, so he cannot. So if Hamilton wins and Nyck DNFs in Brazil, Nyck's still gonna finish second. Bottas can't really do anything, so that's a bit unfortunate for him. And the same for us, haven't scored any points, which is unfortunate. Obviously, we're the Constructors' champions, but Mercedes is still second. They've basically clinched second. They got McLaren, and then we got McLaren in 3rd, Racing Point in 4th. McLaren's basically finished P3 in the standings, I think.
I don't think Racing Point can gain enough points on McLaren to get P3 back, so that's pretty it for them. AlphaTauri is P5. There is going to be a fight for P5, it looks like, between AlphaTauri, Red Bull, and Ferrari, and probably Renault as well. Then you got Williams, Haas, and then Alfa Romeo with no points so far in the season as we head into the final race in Brazil. That should be fun. That should be really, really fun to see who ends this career mode with a goose egg and who doesn't.
Morning, boss. This week's income from the sponsors has cleared, and we're making good profit against our running costs.
I decided to not interrupt Carl there, just because maybe in the last episode, the last few episodes, people think I've been mean. Probably people have been thinking I've been mean, ignoring him, I guess you could say. Not ignoring him. I just don't want to listen to his ass. So, with sponsorship renewal, I might as well just renew the sponsors. I'm not going to do anything else. Activities, I definitely want to get some... I want weight training for Nyck, definitely. Power, and that, and that's it, actually. Cool. So, car looks naked, but since we're going to be heading into the fun race this season in Brazil, we got one more scheme, and that'll be the scheme we first ran in Season 1. You're probably thinking it's this scheme. It is, but it changed during Season 1. But now we go to the R&D area. Let's actually get this bad boy. And then let's get that. Again, not doing a Season 2, but it doesn't hurt to get some shit. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy, leave a like, subscribe, hit down below for more. One more race, one more final time in this career mode, and then we say goodbye to F1 2020 and say hello to F1 2021. So thank you guys so much. My name is Christopher Mouse. Peace out, and I'll see you all in the next one, whether it's F1 2021 or it's the final race of this career mode. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone, and goodbye.